Hello and welcome to another Tip Tuesday. Today's tip is something that I noticed when I was copying my personal resources. So let's say, for example, I wanted to go into the breadwinner folder, which I had created last year, and I wanted to use some of the quizzes that I had created last year, and I just wanted to copy them to my courses this year. So that's what I did. I went into my personal resources, I copied it to added to a course, copied them, made it available, put it into a certain folder, and have a nice day. Or really, is it have a nice day? Because what I noticed when I went into my mastery is I noticed that suddenly, after I started doing this, I started receiving a new column, Reading Comprehension Spring, and literacy, which was an a standard that we used to use, and it was all because of the fact that I had copied these breadwinners, which were from spring of 2016, and therefore it had the spring learning objectives, even though now we're in fall. So it's very important that when you're copying from old personal resources that you check what the learning objectives for that actual assignment are. Because if I actually go into edit, I will notice that my learning objectives for this assignment, is not here, I'm not going to notice that here. Actually, no, I will, actually I'll notice over here because I put it under the questions, learning objective under quiz, reading comprehension spring. And then when I did it for like an old assignment, I guess a true confessions assignment, it must have been literacy fall. That must have been what we had called it last fall. So therefore, what's very important to keep in mind that when you're using old resources from previous years, that you need to check the learning objective. And if it is a different learning objective than what you would like, then what I've been doing is I've just been creating a new quiz the way I normally create a quiz, in which I go into V1, I go into my Do Now, add tester quiz, go into my folder. But I'm not, do that, for all intents and purposes now. I'm just going to add tester quiz, etc. And then all I would have done is I would have just copied and pasted the old questions I had put in my personal resources into my regular classes, which is why I've actually stopped doing things in my personal resources, and instead I've just been creating all my assignments in my separate courses, and at the end of the year I'm going to save and transfer them, which we will talk about in June. If you have any questions about this, as always, I am always available. This is Ricky Kurtz signing off.